Today I want to talk about kettlebell swings and give you 3 ways that you can become more efficient and save your shoulders during a WOD. So when I look around both the box I attend and other boxes that I've visited, I've seen a lot of CrossFitters who typically do a kettlebell swing, a lot more similar to like a front raise with dumbbells. You know, it's all in the shoulders. So I want to give you 3 tips today that will help save your shoulders for other things, like if you're doing Helen and you got to go from kettlebell swings into a bunch of pull-ups, you don't want your shoulders to be smoked from the swings when you could be using your hips to generate all the power and perform all the swings. So the first piece is in your setup. Now the setup's super important when you're doing Olympic lifting. There's a little bit of a key here when you're doing a kettlebell swing as well. A lot of CrossFitters set up with a kettlebell basically directly between their feet. And so when they stand up with it, it's just kind of dangling there, and they've got to start giving it that momentum. What's more helpful is if you start out with a kettlebell slightly in front of you, maybe a foot or so in front of your toes. When you pick it up, I want you to do like a hike motion, much like a center to a quarterback does in football. So you're gonna get down flat back, grab the kettlebell, you can lean it towards you a little bit, and hike it between your legs. Okay? You'll hike it between your legs and park it back in front of you. Do 5 of these, kind of see how it feels, and you'll notice that that bell really starts to kind of swing it all by itself once you kind of throw it back. And that's going to allow you to load those hips, and as you stand up, that bell will swing backwards and pop right into your swing. So that's step number 1. Get a good hike of the kettlebell. Step number 2, we're gonna go with snappy hips. Lots of people are kind of lazy with those hips when they stand up because they've already thought that they're gonna raise the bell with their shoulders. They haven't committed to really driving forward with those hips and being explosive. So you really, when your hips are back, you're snapping them open and flinging that kettlebell forward. If my arms weren't holding on, if I didn't hold on to the kettlebell through this whole movement, it should just go flying out in front of me. It's all the arms are there for, is to guide the kettlebell up, either to eye level if you're doing a Russian swing, or overhead if you're doing a CrossFit American style swing. But if I just didn't hold on to it, it should just go flying out of the way. Cue number 3 is going to be absorb the fall. So the other thing where I see people where their shoulders get really tired is they're actually afraid of the bell and their arms crashing into them. So they actively engage the shoulders to try to slow the momentum of the bell. Right as my arms fall at their natural speed that gravity brings that bell down at, as soon as it contacts, that's when I'm letting my hips ride it backwards so I can snap back forward. You'll see this when I'm swinging. When I do swings, even with a lighter bell like this one is 35 pounds, I like to think about it like it's a 70 pounder or heavier. If I was trying to control a 70 pounder and slow it down or raise it with my arms, there's just no way I could possibly do it. So you got to think about the light weights the same way as the heavy weights when you're doing kettlebell activity. Now, I hope that you take these 3 tips and are able to apply them to your next WOD or next session that you have to do kettlebell swings in, and that they will help save your shoulders, and maybe you'll be able to use a heavier kettlebell than you're used to once you understand how the swing is supposed to be done. If you haven't already done it, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a big thumbs up.